kids. Hi, kids at Southern Grace Warunga. Hi, SG Parramatta. We miss you.
Hey, Southern Grace Parramatta.
Hi, Southern Grace Warunga.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of SG Kids TV and a huge warm welcome to all our kids at Sovereign Grace Warunga. We are so excited to have you guys join SG Kids TV. Now make sure you send in videos of you doing the memory verse, the spring break challenge, or even just to say hi. We would love to see your awesome and cool faces on SG Kids TV. Now let's jump into today's episode. For today's video I have some really exciting things planned, including a new segment which I hope you guys really enjoy. We're going to have a new memory verse, a Bible story, a song, and a new spring break challenge. So let's jump into it. First off, let's head over to the songs as they teach us our new memory verse from Titus chapter 3 verses 4 to 6. Let's go.
So this is a new memory verse for this month. It's Titus chapter 3 verse
46.
4 to 6. Hopefully you guys can learn along with this song.
But when the goodness and loving kindness of God our Savior appeared, He saved us.
Who saved us?
God saved us, not because of works done by us in our own righteousness, but according to His own mercy, by the washing of regeneration and renewal of the Holy Spirit, whom He poured out on us richly through Jesus Christ our Savior. That's Titus chapter 3 verse 4 to 6. Who saves us? It is God who saves us. SD Pam!
A massive thank you to the Songs family for helping us learn and memorize Titus chapter 3 verses 4 to 6. Now make sure you send us videos of you practicing at home because we'd love to see them and put them in our next SG Kids video. Well, now it's time for our new segment. Let's head over to Barry and play Wheel Unfortunate. Hello everyone, Barry B. Benson is here and welcome to Wheel Unfortunate. Thank you for joining me. Now today we have a contestant here who we have specifically chosen to come on this show, and unfortunately he is going to have to spin that wheel. Let us welcome the one, the only Noah Chavez. Give it up for him, guys. Oh Noah, pleasure man, pleasure.
The pleasure's all mine.
Now Noah Chavez, you are a part of Sovereign Grace Parramatta, is that correct?
Yes, that is very much correct.
That is good, because if you said no, then there would have been words. But anyway, now we have a few questions for you before you spin that unfortunate wheel. So our first question is, what has been the highlight, the most exciting thing that has happened during your lockdown?
One of the highlights was I did a watch party with a couple of my friends from the bridge, and we watched this great movie called Beauty and the Beast.
Beautiful. I love that movie. Cry every time. Cry every time. Now, thank you so much for sharing that wonderful, exciting news. Second question we have for you today is, what has been your favourite snack in lockdown?
Favorite snack by far would have to be beef jerky.
Ooh, that's a good one for all them men out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Anyway, so our final question is, do you have a good joke for us? A dad joke, funny joke, something to make us laugh in this time?
Well, before I tell my joke, I have to ask you a question. Are you hungry?
I am actually pretty hungry now that you mentioned beef jerky before. I'm quite hungry.
Hi, hungry. I'm Dad.
So are you ready to spin that wheel?
I was born ready.
Okay, that's that's good. Now, on the wheel, let's just take a look, shall we? So on the wheel, we have a few different things, such as you have to dance for 15 seconds with no music. I mean, I would shine. I don't know about you, but I would shine. That's not really unfortunate for me, but it may be for you. Now, we also have a tablespoon of Vegemite. Do you like Vegemite?
It's not my first choice.
Yeah, okay. A lot of people say that, even though you're Aussie, that's okay. We also have things such as get creamed by a family member, get dumped ice water on top of you. That would be a little bit cold, but today's a nice day, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, are you ready to spin that wheel?
I'm very much ready to spin that wheel.
Let's say it together.
Spin that wheel!
Woo! What's it gonna be? Let's see. Hit the button. Dance to no music, 15 seconds, boy. Okay, Noah, take the stage. Let's count him all together. You have 15 seconds.
Okay,
Ready?
I really don't dance.
Look at this boy, 15 seconds, what a man. Thank you so much for joining us on Wheel Unfortunate. Now for next time, kids, make sure you send us a video of who you want to see do Wheel Unfortunate and tell us why. We want to know why they should be on Wheel Unfortunate. Noah, if you could nominate someone for next time, who would you nominate?
Riley Spring.
Ooh, one nomination for Riley. Make sure you send in your votes. Thank you for joining us. Great to have you. This has been Wheel Unfortunate. Till next time. That was awesome and also pretty unfortunate. Make sure you send in videos of who you want to nominate for next time's Wheel Unfortunate, and hopefully we'll get them on the show. Well, I think it's challenge time, so let's head over to the Springs house and see what this week's challenge is. Let's go.
Hi SG Parramatta and SG Wahroonga, welcome to Spring Break. This week we've been learning about the blind man, so we thought we'd play a classic youth group game, Blind Man's Challenge. So take a look and we'll show you how to do it.
Right, so here we are in our living room. We have cleared a big space. We have put a stool in the middle. And underneath the stool, I don't know if you can see, there's some keys. So what we're going to do is, I think Jasper's going to go first. Jasper, can you jump on the chair and put on, look, there's a great second use for a COVID mask. You can use it as a blindfold. All right, so, woo, watch out, blind man. So we've made a safe bat out of paper. Jasper's task is going to be to keep his blindfold on and to try and listen out for Evie trying to steal the keys from underneath the chair. So let's go. Evie's trying to be very cautious. Jasper can obviously hear movement. Disqualified. Right, Dad's turn now. He's listening out, and if you get hit with the bat, you need to sit down. You're out of the challenge.
Alrighty kids and parents, if you want to have a little bit more fun and you're not afraid to get hurt, you can get a slightly bigger bat and maybe slightly bigger people, and you can play it like this.
Could get interesting.
You're not here.
Alright, so we hope you have a really fun time doing this challenge as a family. We'd love to see your videos of you playing the Blind Man's Challenge, and we hope you don't get hurt, but have a really fun time. Alright, bye.
Thank you so much, Spring family. That is an awesome challenge. So kids, make sure you try that at home and send us your videos. Well, now it's Bible story time. So let's head on over and hear from God's word.
Good morning, SG kids. I'm here to tell you a story today, and it's a story about how powerful Jesus is. The story comes from the Bible, and it's in
The book of John.
in chapter 5. So if you want to read it for yourself at any stage, maybe you want to read it this week with mum or dad, that's where you'll find it.
John chapter 5.
It's a story that happens around a pool. Now, most stories that happen around pools are pretty happy. In fact, every pool party that I've been to has generally been a very happy affair. But let me tell you that the people around this pool were not happy. Let's take a look.
Jesus went to Jerusalem and stood by a pool called Bethesda. Many sick people were lying by the pool. Some of those people could not see, others could not walk, and some were paralyzed. Jesus saw a man who could not walk. The man had been there a long time. Jesus asked him, "Do you want to get well?" The man answered, "Sir, I have no one to put me in the pool. When the water is stirred up, someone else always gets in before me." The man thought if he could get into the water that he would be able to walk again. Jesus said, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." Right away the man was healed. He picked up his mat and started to walk. Now this all happened on the Sabbath day. So the Jews told the man who was healed, "It is against the law to pick up your mat on the Sabbath." The man said, "Well, the man who healed me told me to pick up my mat and walk." "Who was the man?" the Jews asked. But the man who was healed did not know who had healed him. By this time, Jesus had slipped away into the crowd, and they couldn't find him. Later on, Jesus found the healed man in the temple area. And Jesus said to him, "See, look, you are healed. But now I tell you, stop sinning, or something worse might happen to you." The man went to tell the Jews that Jesus had healed him. So the Jews tried to stop Jesus and tell him that he was breaking the rules too. He was healing people on the Sabbath. But Jesus told them, "My Father is always working, so I am working too." Now the Jews hated Jesus even more. Not only did he break their rule about not healing people on the Sabbath, he was now saying that he is God's son. Jesus is God's son, and he always did what God said was right. The man at the pool needed help. Jesus healed him, and he obeyed Jesus. In a similar way, we are sinners. We need Jesus' help. And Jesus wants us to trust him, to follow him, to obey him. Jesus can heal us of our sin if we choose to follow him and obey him.
What an interesting story. Maybe that's a story that you've heard before. Maybe you haven't. In fact, it's not in any of the kids' Bibles that we have at our house. But it's important because it's a story from the Bible and it teaches us something about Jesus. I want you to get 3 lessons out of that story, 3 things that you can remember about Jesus. First thing is that Jesus cares about people. He cared about that man that was sitting by the pool, and he cares about you and me too. He knew that that man needed his help. He knows that you and I need his help too, and he offers his help to us. Second thing is, Jesus is God's son, which means he has all the power of God, and we saw that in today's story. He had the power of God to heal that man. But it also means he is a boss. He's the boss. He has God's authority, which means that his rules are more important than people's rules. So when the man followed Jesus and did what Jesus asked him to do, even though it broke the people's rules, he was choosing the right thing. So first one was Jesus cares about us. Second one, Jesus is God's son, which means he has God's power and God's authority. Third thing, Following and obeying Jesus is the most important thing. The best decision we can make is to follow Jesus, to obey Jesus, just like the man did in this story. I hope you've learned a little bit more about Jesus through this story today. Have a great week.
How awesome was that story, kids? How incredible that Jesus healed the lame man and he could walk again. And similarly, we need a healer. We need help. We need help from Jesus. Just remember that there is nothing better than Jesus. So I think we should get up, we should dance, we should sing and praise Jesus for how amazing he is. So let's go.
What a beautiful world you've made for us, filled with wonderful gifts that show your love. The mountains and the valleys, the planets and the stars, but none of these can compare with who you are. There's nothing better than Jesus. How happy are the ones who belong to you. There's nothing better than Jesus, the one who is the life and the only truth. And when you come, you fill our lives with fruit. There's nothing better than you. What a beautiful thing you've done for us. Came to die for our sins upon the cross. You love the weak and humble who run to you for help. You have the power to save like no one else. There's nothing better than Jesus. How happy are the ones who belong to you. There's nothing better than Jesus, the one who is the life and the only truth. And when you
that was awesome, guys. Great singing, great dancing, and great praising Jesus together. How awesome is it that we can praise our mighty King? Now remember, there is nothing better than Jesus. He is our helper, He is our healer. Now that's all from me. Remember, stay safe, stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, and stay wearing Crocs. Barry, over and out. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of SG Kids TV. I hope you had fun, I hope you got some laughs, and I hope you enjoyed learning more about Jesus. Next time we're going to have more fun together and learn a new story about Jesus. So don't forget to send in your nominations for Wheel Unfortunate, and also send in your spring break challenge and your memory verse. Until next time, bye!